Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lego Kenobi. And before we get started, we'd like you guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's get into this. Now, I just got this article that just came out, and a lot of us Star Wars fans, we've been hearing a lot long time ago in a galaxy far away. George Lucas, before he retired, he wanted to do a Star Wars TV series that was based on bounty hunters, action, and adventure and all that. Not the Mandalorian that Jon Favreau created. It was this Star Wars Underworld. George Lucas' unmade TV series was going to cost over $2.4 billion to produce. So, George Lucas, he wanted, after the movies that came out, he wanted to do a TV series of Star Wars that was just based off of bounty hunters. That they are going on, a certain bounty hunter goes on an adventure and everything and does what he does best and all. But we never got that because of the price and the cost. There's a video below this article that's going to discuss the details. But let's get into this and we'll discuss more. All right. Star Wars Underworld was a hugely ambitious project imagined by George Lucas as the first live-action TV series set in a galaxy far, far away. Dozens of scripts were written, but making it provided but to be something of a logistical nightmare for Lucasfilm. Ultimately, it fell by the wayside alongside several other small screen projects when Disney acquired the studio. Since then, we've seen the Kathleen Kennedy-led studio produced several shows for Disney Plus, including The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, like I said, like I said many times, The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, they were pretty good shows. But as for all the other shows that's been coming out, including season 3 of The Mandalorian, was a big disappointment, except for Andor. I will put an exception of Andor. Andor was a good show, boring, but it had a good story that they could have put in the movies. They could have combined it into the movie, and that's it. We have the second season coming out of Andor that I will be watching, and it's only going to be a month's worth of watch because it's going to be 4 chapters with 3 episodes each. So stay tuned for that review. All right. We know the series was set on Coruscant, and as the title implies, it was going to explore the planet's underworld at the height of the Emperor's rule. Little else is known beyond that, but former Star Wars franchise producer Rick McCallum has shared some new details, including the fact each episode was going to cost $40 million to produce. Damn, really, man? $40 million? Jesus. Considering 60 of them were planned, you can probably see why Lucasfilm struggled to find a network willing to develop it. And to save you doing the math, that's a total budget of $2.4 billion. Man, listen. I bet you that if this would have came out, bro, I bet you if this would have came out, a lot of Star Wars fans would have been on top of it, bro. We would have been watching it. They would have had everything they needed, bro. We would have supported this. I would have loved to see something like this, man. But damn, man. I think we had over 60 scripts, third draft scripts. Again, the most wonderful writers in the world on it. And again, we created exactly the same experience for everybody at Skywalker Ranch. And again, just a phenomenal group of talent. And these were dark, they were sexy, they were violent, they were just absolutely wonderful, complicated, challenging. I mean, it would have been blown up the whole Star Wars universe, and Disney definitely would have never offered George to buy it. But it's one of the great disappointments of our life. This is in the video, just to remind you guys. This is in the video, but I'm going to read it, and then we're going to watch the video so you can hear it in his own words. But the problem was, each episode was bigger than the films, so the lowest I could get it down to with the technology that existed then was about $40 million on episode. The plan had been for John Williams to score each episode, and it does like we missed out on something really interesting here. Of course, with Lucas' vision for the Star Wars prequels proving so divisive, who knows what the series would have been when all was said and done. In 2020, writer-producer Mark McCallum or Ronald McMore revealed. I think it was pretty much one big storyline. It was one long tale with episodic things that would happen. You know, there would be certain events that would have happened in this episode or this episode. So it was sort of an episodic quality to some of it. But it was telling a larger narrative in terms of the story of those particular characters in that setting. However, he was also confirmed we really had no budget constraints. We just went for this pass okay. Let's just take him at his word just to make it crazy and big. And there was lots of action, lots of sets, and huge set pieces. Lucasfilm hasn't revisited Star Wars Underworld and decided not to use Lucas's outlines for Star Wars sequel trilogy. As a result, those 60 scripts are likely to remain locked away in the studio's vault. So, in other words, Kathleen Kennedy threw away George's ideas. She had the opportunity to bring that into fruition, man. She could have brought that out there, bro. And she blew it. She blew her chances, man. This is something that a lot of Star Wars fans would like to see. None of this woke nonsense, bro, that they have been bringing out in Star Wars, man. It is disappointing and it's ugly, man. I'm happy that Kathleen Kennedy's leaving, but it does not matter if she's leaving. As long as you have her followers, her activist followers in that studio, it will go into ruin, bro. It doesn't matter. So let's hear what Rick McCallum had to say. Despite what I read, you can hear it from him himself. So here we go. Let's make sure you guys can watch this. So a little bit. So let's go over here right now. Yep, we got it. All right, so here we go.
I think we had over 60 scripts, third draft scripts. Again, the most wonderful writers in the world on it. Just, and again, we created exactly the same experience for everybody at the ranch. And again, just phenomenal group of talent. And these were dark. These were not, they were sexy, they were violent, they were just absolutely wonderful, complicated, challenging. I mean, it would have blown up the whole Star Wars universe, and Disney definitely would have never offered George to buy the But no, they were, it's one of the great disappointments of our life. But the problem was, each episode was bigger than the films. So the lowest I could get it down to, with the technology that existed then, was about $40 million an episode.
Yeah. There you have it, bro. Ay, Dios mío. I just wish that Disney would have damn it, man. I wish they would have just tried this, man. They would have done this, bro. And I guarantee you, bro, this would have been successful, bro. But they made a big mistake on this, bro. So I'm going to make sure I throw this out there, bro. And you guys let me know what you think of this, bro. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. And if you guys want to look at more content like that I have, just go into Delta Entertainment, bro. And I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. I promise you. All right. So thank you all so much. So please share this video, post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you all so much. And I'll be seeing you until next time. Bye, everyone.